Right, I've come out today to some woods that are near my house, called Wopley Woods. And just here we've got a lovely showing of red campion. But what I'm looking for today is some wild garlic. Because I thought what I could do is I could pick some, take it home and slap it on the barbie. With, well, obviously with some other edibles. Oh, look, the hawthorn's out in flower. It's a lovely flower, that, and it's got a really rich countryside smell. Right, I've just come into the woods. Tell me if you spot any wild garlic. It'll be flowering now, so there'll be little white flowers on the top of the plant. Oh, a bit of a squeeze through there. I did talk to the chap who runs this little woodland. Paul's his name. He's the boss and he looks after the woodland. So we're looking for some wild garlic. Oh, is that someone coming into the woods? There is. Right, let's get down this bank without killing myself. Oh, right. There we go. We've got some bluebells just going over. Oh, there's another edible. I just spotted one. Another one. Now this one is called... oh, what's it called? Something by the hedge. Apparently it's edible. Should we try a bit? It's called something by the hedge. Oh, Old Tom by the hedge. Something like that. Tastes like garlic. We've got 2 garlic plants. Yeah. Sort of a cross between apple and garlic. Oh, got a bit of a bitter aftertaste as well. Oh yeah, very bitter. I have seen people on the internet putting sugar with this. They're making a little sort of a little salad, and then you sort of boil it down in a pan and make it into sort of like a, is it a comfy? Some sort of you know, little sort of gravy type stuff, and then you put sugar with it, and I could understand sugar going with it because it is quite bitter. Right, I'm pretty sure this chap Paul did say there was some wild garlic, so we're gonna have to go rummaging because I can't see it at the moment. Now there was the entrance way. I walked round the back of the woods. I haven't been here for a while. It was a little proper little path, look. So we might meet people. I might have to turn the camera off at intermittent stages of this video. Oh yeah, it's a proper path. When I was young coming here, it was just a muddy track. But it looks very nice now. You've done a good job, Paul. Yeah, lots of little tracks going around the woodlands. It's well worth a visit. We've got some hazel. Get some hazelnuts in the autumn. Now, I'm sure he did say there were sort of more upper woods, these wild garlic. But you've got to look for the little white flowers because they're flowering right now. Oh, is that another edible? I might have to look this one up. Or perhaps someone could tell me in the comments. Is that a stinging nettle? It might be in the stinging nettle family. That could be edible. But I'm not going to try it until I'm sure. Ooh, a bird. Ooh, that's flopped over for some reason. Might need staking. It gone over. Kids playing in there, I expect, trying to climb trees. Hawthorn. Right, I've rushed out this morning. It's quite early. It's about 8 o'clock, and that's early for me because it's going to pour with rain later. I want to get out. That branch that's falling off that tree, look. It's a good big one. And it's going to pour with rain. Now, these are edible. This is bramble. But you've got to soak the leaves because they're a lot of tannin in them. And it can give you a dicky tummy. It's from proper nettles. I haven't tried any of those yet. I haven't got any gloves with me. But that's a future plant to try. Woodland's starting to look a bit more garlicky. You know, dense forest floor vegetation. Go, look at that wood pile. That would keep my wood burning stove in wood for a year. Well, maybe 6 months at the rate me dad burns it. He shovels it in like a firebox on a steam train. Ah, I found some. I've been wandering around these woods and I found some garlic. Unfortunately, it looks like someone's been putting down some seed. So there's not many plants. So I'm going to have to take a few, because it'll be going over soon anyway. Take just a few leaves. It's quite pungent, this stuff. And it's quite powerful stuff. Just a few, so that the plant can survive. Right, that's enough on that one. So we can find another plant. There's only a couple there. Yeah, I reckon you should come along into this wood pool and put wild garlic seed along all the edges of the path. You know, that would be really nice in the spring. People will be crushing it underfoot. The smell will be wafting. You can imagine the hordes of people that would be here if it was that. Yeah, probably not such a good idea to do it now. Well, you can do it now, but it might attract more people for the next lockdown. Hopefully we won't get one. Right, so I got a bunch of garlic. Hopefully that's enough. Just have a quick walk along this track here. Bit of a lower track. See if there's any more. Because I'll probably be putting this in my NutriBullet and blending it to a paste. And I don't think that would go very far. Yeah, the forest floor is much better here. A lot of it's got brambles all over it, and where they obviously, but at some point they've been clearing the woods out. It's allowed the brambles to come up. But the forest floor is a little bit clearer here and a bit freer of brambles. There's another plant coming up over there. What's that over there then? What's that? Don't recognise it. Bless you. That's what they used to say during the plague. If you sneezed, bless you. What's that coming down over there? Is that? Oh, there is another tree that's edible. It might be. It might be. See that with the white flowers? That might be edible. Might be. I'm gonna have to check. Check the trees. I'm sure there are trees that are edible. Go look at this here. Some kids have been making a den. They got branches piled up. Look. They got a den. That's a pretty good looking den, isn't it? I'd say marks out of 10. 10. Look, they got a little log for sitting on. Yeah, I can't see any beer cans. They got a punctured football. Yeah, they're definitely kiddies. Yeah, marks out of 10. I'd say 11 for that den. That's a good one. I don't know what rocks are for. Perhaps they thought they're going to have a fire in here. Might not be such a good idea. With all those dead logs. might be somewhat terminal. Yeah, excellent. Yeah, 11 out of 10 for that one. Yeah, wild garlic on each side of this path here. You know, places where there isn't so much brambles. Oh, we've had a few flash floods here. Look at it all backing up against that stump. Oh, there's some more of this stuff. I remember what it was called now. It's called Old Tom by the Hedge. Looks a little bit like stinging nettles with the leaves, but they're more rounded on the edges. Oh, and this is edible too. This the sticky bud stuff. Oh, lost a leaf. Get back here. Dandelion. You can even make dandelion coffee out of the roots. I've tried it. It tastes horrible. Nothing like coffee. God, we've got another den coming up. Look, another one. It's a bit out in the open, this one though. A bit in the open. Yeah, it's a bit in the open. There's paths going all around it. No, the thing about dens, if they've got to be secluded, out of the way, tucked away where no one can see you. Yeah, I'd say probably 4 out of 10 for that one. What do you think? 4 out of 10? Ooh, what's up here? I don't remember going and seeing this bit. There's like a great big tree that's gone over. It's covered in moss. Oh, is that edible? That might be edible. That great big thing there. Well, what's it called? I've forgotten what it's called. But the roots. I think you can eat the roots. But I'd have to double check on that one. Never, always check to make sure. What's it called? Grows really big, and they got these big sticky buds. You know, when in the autumn, like little balls you can chuck at each other, and they stick. What's it called? No doubt someone will tell me. Oh, there it is, look, partially gone over. Oh, look, you see those brown things on the underside of the branches? You see them? They're mushrooms. But they're very useful for lighting fires. You get a spark into one of those and it goes up like a cigarette. It's absolutely covered in them. Look, loads. But the ones on the underside are dry, less, you know, not in the damp conditions. Look, I bet many a kiddie has climbed up that. How many dares have there been going to the furthest branch? Blue tits are squawking at me. I might be near a nest. There's not so many brambles in this bit, mostly nettles. See how the vegetation's thicker? When you get to the vegetation too thin, that's what encourages the brambles. Thicker vegetation, that's what you need. The brambles don't like it. Oh, another squawking blue tit. They must be nesting everywhere. Oh, there's that plant again. Now, what's that called? What is it called? I'm not going to dig it up here because, you know, I'd go somewhere where it's a bit more like, you you know, unprotected. I think, pretty sure these woods might have a protection order or something on them, so I'm not going to be digging up anything. Picking a few leaves ain't too bad. There it is again, look. That plant there. Oh, there's another one. Apparently it's really hard work digging the roots out, so I wouldn't bother. Oh, that's a blue tit squawking. He's up there somewhere. Oh, I can see him. Oh, he's shot off. They're really quick. But he's up there. Can I see him? He's probably shot off somewhere else now. And the moment you want them to squawk, they stop. They're normally really good at squawking. You know, we got them nested in our back garden. If we have a barbecue at the back, it's like, oh, it's deafening. I reckon someone's been putting these in, because look, you can see them right on the edge of the path. Someone's been walking along and secretly just dropping the seeds as they're walking along the edge of the path. Look. And this one's seeded over to this side. But if you look in the rest of the woods, there's none about. You see, there's none over there, look. Just here on the edge of the path. Oh, what is that name? What is it? Oh, we've got a lovely spot here, look. Little log for sitting on. Someone's had some little fires. There's no litter, so I don't think any older kids have been here. Oh, there's even a doggy bin over there, look. Yeah, look, you could come here, look. In the evening and have a little game of football. Oh, is that a trackway over there? It might be. Wapley Court Bug Hotel. Perfect. Yeah, maybe a little square down the bottom for hedgehogs. But yeah, Bug Hotel. Is that a shoe in there? There is. There's a shoe in there. There's a shoe in there. Not entirely sure they want a nest in a shoe. I suppose whatever kiddies bring. Bamboo is a good thing. I've got an old stump in my garden that's got lots of holes drilled in it. And I had 4 bees nesting in there last autumn, or late summer, autumn, whenever they nest. So yeah, brilliant idea. Oh, right, I'm going to head back now. Excuse the baby crying in the background. This is a public place after all. But a bit quieter earlier in the morning. The leaves are hanging down because it's been raining, look, and they've drooped. Yes, so yeah, well worth a visit. Oh, I can see some cars end of the path. Well, I'm going to head back home now. It's going to start pouring with rain soon. So I don't know when I'll be able to do this barbecue. But hopefully it'll be towards the end of the day if it dries up a bit. See you later. Right, I'm home now. And I've got some rosemary, the garlic, and I've got some mint and the lamb steaks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the garlic, wild garlic, in my NutriBullet. I'm going to chuck in the wild rosemary, rather, and the mint. It all goes in there. And we're going to fill it with some water. Right, we filled it with some water, and now I'm going to go and blitz that in the NutriBullet, and we're going to pour it over the lamb steaks for a quick marinade. Right, I've put the lamb steaks in a little Tupperware dish, and I'm going to pour the blitzed concoction, I suppose is the best word for it, onto the lamb steaks. Oh, look at that. Doesn't that look beautiful? Yeah. Let them marinate in there for at least a couple of hours. Yeah. Lovely jubbly. Put the top on. And let marinade in there, and then we'll set the barbecue up. Right, there's our barbecue. It's a barrel barbecue. And this is how I set up my light in it. I've usually put down some kindling like that, put the coals on top, give it a squeeze of some paraffin, and light that lot. It takes a while, but it gets a nice even burn quite quickly. Right, there we go, and I give it a squirt of paraffin. This is paraffin. This is just to get it going, right, you know. Give it a good squirt of paraffin. Once it's lit and burning, it don't matter so much then, right, because it's all this is going to be burnt to ash. None of this wood's going to be still there. It's all going to be ash. You know, as you can see, it's blazing away deep underneath. Blazing. Look, there's the fire, look, all burnt down, lovely. Nice hot glow. Oh, it's a bit warm. And here's the marinated lamb steaks. They've been marinating for at least 3 hours. Well, not quite 3 hours. More like half an hour. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to strain off the liquid, all these bits, and then I'm going to get some butter. I'm going to mix the bits into a butter so I can baste the steaks in this concoction and place them on the barbecue. Right, there's the barbecue. I use one of these things. I don't know what they're for fish or something, but that makes life a lot easier. You just plonk it on there, and then I've put the concoction, melted it, strained it, and then put it in some butter. So we're going to baste the concoction over the lamb steaks. Doesn't that look delicious? So a sort of rubber brush. Use a lot of rubber in cooking now. For some reason it doesn't seem to burn. Special rubber. Look at that. That's going to be delish when it's cooked. Oh, I reckon it's time for a turnover. See, this is the easy thing. Now, if you were just to use the grill, it'd stick and your burgers would be falling to bits. But with this, you just pick it up and turn it over. What could be simpler? Oh, probably best to pour it on. Oh yeah, pour it on. Might be easier. Oh, don't want to get smoke all over the lens of the camera. It's probably flaring up because of the butter. I think that looks delicious. Do you think that's cooked enough? I like my lamb to be a bit pink. Right, there it is, all done. Methinks it's done. I'm going to shove a bit on my plate and I'm going to taste it in front of your eyes and tell you how delicious it is. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? Oh, look at that. Mmm. 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 Oh, that is so good. Little bit of fat on there, like a little bit rare, so it's melt in the mouth. Well, I'm not going to tell you it tastes horrible. Might have a bit more. Right, I'm going to take the rest in to have it with my my father. Some new potatoes and some peas. So, if you like this kind of video, certainly taste the garlic, and you'd like me to do another one with wild plants, and tell me in the comments below and I'll do one. Cheers!
And gently drops the rain.